What's up, guys? Prince Sports here. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. Okay, you just watched, a couple hours ago, the Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets gave the Lakers a beatdown. But first things first, I want to start off with the Los Angeles Lakers. Okay, we're going to go team by team. Let's start off with the Lakers. Now, the players. LeBron James scored 30 points, 10 and 11. He had a triple-double, okay? Now, here's the thing about triple-doubles. On paper, it sounds good, but sometimes in games, or sometimes when you get a triple-double, it doesn't mean necessarily you had a good job. I mean, not a good job, you had a good game, okay? LeBron had an okay game. He had a decent game. But, he still got a triple-double. Now, if you look at the stats just on paper, you say, oh, there's no way he had a bad game. He showed up. But you got to look at the game to actually know. He had a triple-double because he had the ball in his hands most of his time. So, of course, he's going to get a triple-double. That doesn't mean he had a real good game. It was lights out. He had an okay game. And he had some moments in the fourth quarter. He did score 11 points in the fourth quarter, so you give him credit for that. But the starter Lakers was none other than Rajon Rondo. He carried them in the fourth quarter for many games against the Houston Rockets. He did it in the game before, game 2 against the Nuggets. And he was on fire in the fourth quarter on the defensive end. He led that comeback for the Lakers. Man, Rajon Rondo is something else, man, especially when it comes to the playoffs and playing in the fourth quarter. But AD, he had a good game. But here's the thing about AD. He comes and goes. Okay, he had a fantastic game in game 2. Then game 3, so. I always say this, AD gotta be dominating, okay? It won't be questioned at all if he's a top 5 player in the league if he dominates every night, okay? Some people don't think he's a top 5 player in the league because he doesn't dominate every night. If he dominates every night, you have no choice but to say he's the top 5 best player in the game. Now on to the guys that actually won, the Denver Nuggets. And for them, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take my hat off and I'm going to put this on. This is for Jerami Grant, okay? Shout out to Jerami Grant and the whole Grant family. All right, if you don't know, that's the son of Harvey Grant, a.k.a. the twin brother of Horace Grant. So they got a lot of people in their family that play pro basketball. Actually, he has 2 other brothers, Jerami Grant, that plays professional basketball too. So his whole family was pro basketball players. And don't you notice they all look alike? They all play alike too. So shout out to Jerami Grant and Denver Nuggets for getting the job done. I mean, he did a great job. He tucked the game over. He hit key shots in big moments. So he was on fire, man. I see him play. I remind me of like a new generation version of Horace Grant. So shout out to Jerami Grant, man. The Joker, he hit like one-legged Dirk Nowitzki shots on LeBron and Anthony Davis. So he came to ball. Michael Porter Jr., give that boy some more play. The way he hit that shot in LeBron James' face and, his play throughout the game, he made some rookie mistakes, but he's a future all-star if you ask me. But I still think the Denver Nuggets do Michael Porter Jr. a disservice. If I was him, I would go to the front office because you're already beefing with the coach. Just ask for a trade, dog. Just leave the team and bounce. All right? But that's my wrap up for that game, man. The next game is game 4. Now, in order for my prediction to come true, the Denver Nuggets got to win one more game. So why not let them win game 4? Lakers win game 5 and game 6. My prediction comes true. Lakers in 6. But let's see if that's true. What you think about game 3, man? Prince Sports out. Keep it 3000.